Hello, folks. Today I'm going to be playing the Disciples of Aren Geih. This game just came out, and I'm interested to see what's going on here. I've heard about this game for a little bit, so I have a nice cup of apple cider with me that I'm drinking, so we'll be getting right into this, see what this game's all about. I'm excited. Let's see. Um, I'm going to say load, slot 1. We're going to be T E M S Y O D. Excellent. I presume forward is... No, that's... Wait, how do I... Wait. Oh, okay, it is that button. Nice. Okay, yes. I thought that would be a bracket. Where on earth did I put that thing? Says Alan. I've been looking for hours. I like him. He's cute. I assume pronouns. Did it end up here somehow? Guess I'll give it a shot. Okay, okay. Uh... Oh, is that in some kind of castle, it looks like? Or like a temple? Oh, this is probably... Oh. Rolls like these won't do. May the next accolade come on stage. This seems normal. This seems like something normal people do. 37. Next. How long is this gonna take? Uh-oh. That seems normal. An intrusion. Are you a new acolyte? Please return donning the proper garb and be quiet next time. What did I roll? No, you're not an acolyte. You're not an acolyte. What business have you here? I... Wait. Oh, wow, natural 100. Classic. Roll a 100. Must be sent here by Aren Geih himself. RNG, I guess, because RNG, you know. Good joke. This intruder is our god's chosen envoy. Aren Geih hath spoken. RNG hath spoken. Followers, make way now. I must bring our chosen one to my office for initiation. Interesting. You have no idea. That's correct. I have no idea what's going on here. I suppose you could say that. Figures. I suppose a formal introduction is in order. Oh, goodness. I am Zephalostisis? 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 I'm gonna say Zephalostisis, because that sounds better in my mind. Zephalostisis doesn't sound right. Zephalostisis. Maybe it's Zephalostisis. Whatever. Zephalostisis. Leader of the Disciples of Aren Geih. We are a group who worships Aren Geih, the god of random chance, and wishes to abide by his natural order. What? I'm peace sign LA7, but people call me Alan. Well met, Alan. Every so often, when a special quest must be fulfilled, we ask him for his guidance in choosing who to accomplish the task. To do this, we host a ceremony in which all of our acolytes may gather and roll a die. Okay, so it's religion of dice, random chance. I see. High roll suggest one is in Aren Geih's favor, and as such may be selected if the roll is deemed high enough. This person is chosen as the envoy of the dice and is granted the use of our sacred artifact, the prismatic die. I'm going to presume that this has been recorded correctly, because I did not check until just now, so we'll see. And so now I bestow them unto thee. I obtained the prismatic die. Ah, yes, I've heard about this. A special artifact that will allow Aren Geih to assist you more directly in combat. Wielding them will allow a roll of the dice to determine the outcome of any action you may perform. Thus, abiding by Aren Geih's Aren Geih's will shall yield the best of results. I'm not sure that's a great idea. Can I not use them? No. I shall also grant you this old sword you have. That seems normal. You obtain the old sword they have. You find much stronger weapon in your journey, but you may find it useful as a starter. Okay, why do I have to use the die? Now that you are properly equipped, allow me to train you in the ways of the prismatic die. Okay. Let's do it. What? Huh? Huh, interesting. I've never seen any buttons like these before. 3-item fight. Okay, do I just press fight, I guess? As you like to notice, the prismatic die had already been rolled for you at the start of a battle. These determine the statistics with which you begin your fight. Above you can see your health points, skill points, and speed. You may have also noticed a 4th die roll. That one's for your opponent. As you just saw, if your speed is rolled to be equal to or higher than your own, then the battle shall begin on your turn. However, if it turns out to be lower than the enemy's, then the enemy may attack first. If the enemy gets the first blow, do not fret. The dice are fair in their judgment and shall grant you a second chance should you be struck down before your turn. Now let us truly begin. Try attacking me with your bestowed blade. I mean, I just did that, but whatever you want. I guess if I rolled the higher number, I got to go first before they got to talk to me. Or Zephalistisis, or whatever their name was. Awesome. Took 1 damage. Zephalistisis took 1 damage. Perfect. As I'm sure you've noticed, the prismatic die have also determined the damage you deal for your attack. Okay, this attack rolled a simple d6. However, any weapon you might acquire on your travels will have its own way of calculating your attack damage, all based on the dice, of course. Some attacks may also have other special properties that might benefit you in battle. I suggest you visit our library before you go for more details. In any case, the dice are not your greatest asset as the envoy of the dice. Your greatest asset is your faith, making your mind as important as any weapon you may wield. Aren Geih is just a god, and so in times of need it is important to focus on prayer. Use your mind, focus on prayer. Okay. What does inspect do? I guess we can find out later. What? Oh, focus on... Oh, okay, I can do this and it'll... That makes sense. Okay, and then I gain 3 HP. Oh, it was maxed out at 4, okay. Actually, that's just a thing I know. While your weapons and your mind should be useful for most cases, you may also assist yourself with items. I assume that by now you are acquainted enough to know how to use them, so I will not expect you to waste one here. Okay. Oops. Oops. There we go. Throw like a grenade. Okay. Is that the shakium, I guess? Why do I have all these items? I guess I get them for free. Yippee! What's my max speed? I guess I'll restore 3 speed. Oop, okay, that was completely useless. Awesome. In any case, as you've likely noticed, the prismatic die exert their influence in any and all things, items included. However, this does not quite apply to all items, since items are not by artificial man-made abominations divorced from all that is good and organic in this world. Some are simply too far from the reach of RNG's natural order to be affected in any way. Okay. Better battle ever proved too much for you, you also have the option to flee. Dice will aid you in this. Some battles are simply inevitable, you will not be able to escape without facing them head-on. You'll likely know when this is the case, so waste not your turn trying to get away from something you know you cannot avoid. For now, though, try not to flee this battle. It's a good tactic to have should you ever need it. Pretty self-explanatory, just try fleeing. In most battles, you roll d4. If you roll 4, you'll escape successfully. I suppose that concludes the basics. I'll give you some time to acquaint yourself with your artifacts further. What does this do? You just met her like 3 seconds ago. She's wearing some kind of outfit. Okay. If you rolled better, you might have learned more. Okay. Can I just try that again? Disciples of Aren Geih. High diecaster, effective, highest position in the order. Trying to teach you stuff, so you should probably pay attention. Max above. There is a loud thing outside. I don't know if that's coming through my mic. I hope it's not. I'm gonna fight you again, because I don't know what else to do in this situation. Yippee! Cool. Video games are so cool. Now you know the ways of dice, you should have earned some experience. Your newfound experience will allow you higher control over the sacred dice. Okay. You shall soon enter communion with Aren Geih and be asked to choose a path of improvement. However, the dice like to remain balanced, as such you must improve upon each path once before advancing any further. Likewise, advancing much further may require some special experience. In any case, perhaps this is already obvious, but I should strongly advise you that you secure more health before all else. Okay. All that being said, do return for more advice or guidance should you need it. But for now, I do wish you the best of rolls in your voyage. Victory! Yay! 100 experience. And oh, positive. Well, I'm gonna trust that and say we should probably do an HP of D6. What exactly is my quest anyway? Ah yes, as envoy of the dice, you will be journeying to the Blue Moss Fields, the easternmost region of this island. We've sensed some odd disturbances in that area and would like someone to ensure that everything there is preserved. It's likely a threat. It's likely not a threat. I can read. It's likely not a threat, just some reckless explorer fending the blue moss off the only way they know how. But we would appreciate it if they stopped hurting it. So your quest is to tell whomever it is to stop. Okay. Okay. So you're sending me all the way to the other side of the island just to tell some guy to get off your lawn. Correct. There is an old port town at the south peak of the desert. All you must do is make it to there, and from there you'll be able to sail to your destination. I guess that's not too bad. One thing, though. Why do I have to do any of this? What's stopping me from just going home? I mean, do you have anything better to do? I guess not. Very well then. Best of luck, dear envoy. Nothing quite like the video game quest of you don't have anything better to do, so we're going to go somewhere to tell someone to do something. Very cool, very cool. Hold on just one moment. Take this old spellbook. Magic missile. Put it in your bag for now. I don't want you setting it off and making a mess of this place. But once you're outside, you can take it out to use in battle. Press C to open your menu and navigate your inventory to equip it as a weapon. In any case, fare thee well on your journey, Alan. Okay. Yay, I have control. It's a bookshelf. On it are various books. This one is filled with various spellbooks of varying difficulty. I inherited all of those when I became diecaster. Most of them are probably too advanced for either of us, though. Okay. I wish you the best on your journey. Feel free to look around the cathedral before you leave. You can come back at any time, of course. Is this game kind of loud, or is that just me? Ah, yes. Irene Nominatum. Irene Nominatum. Die counter Icosa. That's normal. It's locked. I really needed to roll a skill check for that. There's no other way to know. It's a plaque with someone's name on it. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Gerundactyl die counter sedan. Die counter sedan? Whatever. It's probably fine. It's locked. Okay. Die counter dodeca. Dodeca? I'm gonna guess this is also locked. It's locked, okay. It's also locked. It's a plaque with someone's name on it. Leslie E. Bloom, die counter octa. Randall W. King, die counter seis. Seis? Is it locked? Will we ever know? It's locked. Gregor Mortes died at counter Tetra. I wonder if it's locked. I think this one might be locked, chat. It's locked. Okay. Very cool. What's my menu look like? Right. I think I saw this before. It's a manual of non-diegetic variety. You can use the menu key to scroll through item descriptions like this one. Yeah, you did it. What else? You can use the run key to move items around your inventory. Hit run once to pick an item up, and again to put it in the desired spot. That's not the right button. I see. Every functional item, pretty much every functional item will have a little note in brackets that'll tell you what it is to use in combat. You're probably gonna figure that out yourself. F4 for full screen. You can use the menu key default whenever as a die roll starts to shorten it. That doesn't really affect the result of anything, it's just to save time. Oh, okay, so just hold C to... Okay. Keep an eye out for pillars with books on them. You can save your progress there. In battle, use your mind. Focus to heal yourself when needed. Use inspect to get info on enemies. Inspected enemies have their health bars and resonance visible, and that persists across battles. You can use the crafting menu to craft items together. Check the recipes tab to see options. On the overworld, you can sprint with run, but you can also walk slower by using the back key. Okay. A magical set of die historically wielded by all envoys of the dice before you on all of their all envoys of the dice before you on all of their epic pilgrimages. Through random chance, I can read. Through random chance, they may amplify or diminish their users' abilities and stats. That seems like a horrible idea, and you're not sure why you're going along with it. The set contains a single d4, d6, d12, d16, and d20, but rather than being rolled directly, the dice project themselves holographically, and those projections in turn are rolled. The set also contains a d100, but the d100 is being kept in Cephalostis's office for safekeeping. Cephalostisis. Small pouch tied to your belt, gifted to you by Cephalostisis of the Disciples. You seem to be able to fit everything you need inside, and you never seem to have trouble getting what you need out of it. A sword gifted to you by Cephalostisis for aid on your sacred quest. The sword supposedly has historical weight and symbolic importance to the Disciples. Perhaps used for some ceremony, this treatment has been mostly lost to time. Legends say it carries power and strength beyond other blades. It doesn't seem to be much more than a dull iron bar. Okay. A second attachable layer of shoulder armor that clicks onto the one you're already wearing. It's not much, but it's something. Slightly increases the chance of getting a damage save. Wildly swing and slash with a sacred sword to deal consistent low damage. No matter what happens, you can always rely on your sword skill or lack thereof. Cannot be unequipped. 1d6 damage. That means it rolls 1 6-sided die to determine damage. Okay. A bottle of pills that miraculously store your HP. They're made by enchanting general sugar pills or something like that. Recovers 3 HP on consumption. Same thing, but with speed. Covers 3 speed on consumption. A canister filled with chemical substance. Shake it and then throw it like a grenade. On impact, it'll explode. Shake it can. This substance is quite versatile. If you add something else to it, you can easily change its properties. There's a logo on it that's quite faded. Optic Industries. It doesn't ring a bell. 1d8 damage. Okay. Cool. Worth a shot. Can I make a super bomb? No, I can't. Okay. Interesting. I'm not gonna read all those right now. I'll find it if I need to. Okay. Let's go exploring. How loud is this? I think I'm talking over the music. I hope I'm not completely inaudible. I'm bad at audio mixing. You look like you're going through it, man. What's going on here? Oh, hi. Hi. So you're the new envoy, yes? I guess? I'm Leslie. I'm the newest die counter. Right now, I'm cleaning up after the event. Anyway, envoy, that's remarkable. Do you have any idea what the odds of that are? Presumably 1 in 100. outline the paradigms of the event. Each acolyte will roll 1d100, and the outcome will follow a discrete uniform distribution of 1 to 100. The first acolyte rolls 100 shows it immediately. And grant this geometric distribution with p equals 0.01. That makes sense. Like math is simple. The cumulative distribution function for the geometric distribution is 1 minus 0.99 to the k, where k is the number of trials performed. Okay, that makes sense. So it's a little more complicated than my statement of it, but I misunderstood the question. The total probability that the first success has happened by that point. That's the total probability that the first success has happened by that point. 39 acolytes before you. Okay, so if any one of them had rolled a 100, you wouldn't be here right now. But the odds of that are still pretty small. 1 minus 0.99 to the 39th equals 32.3243. So, I guess with the probability there weren't any successes, so minus 1, 67.57. So it's a 67.57% chance that no one roll 140. That's pretty much 2/3, no big deal. But combined with the fact that you actually had to roll a 100, that makes it that times 0.1, so 0.68%. That's nothing truly spectacular. That'd be normal if you're just an average acolyte, but you're not. It's safe to assume you wandered in here by random chance, right? Well, I can't really say that. I didn't see the journey up until this point, but we'll trust Alan's opinion on this. So you can model your entry through the entry of any wayward stranger with a Poisson distribution. I don't have any frequency metrics, though. I guess I'd have to access. Yeah, people wander in here. I mean, I've been an acolyte for a while, but I wouldn't have so much intimate knowledge of the people who come in and out. But since I haven't seen anyone like you come in here during my time as a die counter so far, let's take that as our point of reference. Let's let the frequency of this Poisson distribution be 1 per 7 months, which is how long I've been a die counter here. Though it's probably a lot lower than that, but let's be charitable. As for the envoy ceremony, let's not care about hypothetical other ceremonies and assume this is the only one, seeing as I don't have the actual statistics on it, and when I asked, none of the other die counters had a good answer. So over a period of, let's say, an hour, the probability of the Poisson distribution hitting at least once is lambda equals 1 over 7 times 30 times 24, so 5,040, e to the negative 1 over 5,040, invert that, around 0.002, that's 0.02%. Combine that with our previous 0.68%, 0.00136, around 1 in 10,000. That's still pretty normal. I don't think this is... I respect the commitment to the bit here, Leslie, but I don't think this is really something you can calculate like that. Besides, you have much more important matters to attend to, so yeah, okay, come back later when you can. Okay. We're still clearing things up after the event, come back later. Okay. And do my dance. Wait, let's see what the priority is. So down takes priority over right. Down takes priority over left. Right takes... Okay, interesting. So the up and down has priority, I see. But, wait. Yeah, up and down has priority compared to left and right. And then down has priority over up, I think. Yeah, down has priority over up, so the default is that, yeah, okay. I love Game Maker Jank. I love Game Maker Jank. The battle's ring is up this way. The battle ring's up this way. It's busy right now, come back later. Okay. Yay. That means pretty much the only way I can go is... I don't think there's any other way. No, there was not. Well, actually, wait, was there? No, there was not. Unless there's like a secret door I'm missing. I was judging this is like the first 5 rooms of the game, I don't think there is. The library, just head east and then south, can't miss it. I didn't even say anything. Who gives instructions using cardinal directions? Do you expect me to have a compass? Fair enough, fair enough. Hang on, I'm getting pinged on Discord for some reason. Okay, it's not relevant. You've got that look in your eyes. Yeah, you're certainly someone who's both looking for the library and has a compass. What does that even mean? You can't deny it. Do I have a compass? I don't think I have a compass. I think he lied to me. I think he's getting bad vibes. I don't think he's reading me right. He said east and then south? If they're just papers on the floor, then these... Oh, okay, no. Is that a trash can? What is this? Well, I guess we might never know. No, we'll know, because I rolled high. It's a return box for books that haven't been placed back on the shelves yet. It's currently empty. Time to inspect every bookshelf, one by one, let's go! It's a bookshelf. Okay, no way, honestly. Okay, 19. It's a bookshelf. There are so many good books here. Like, none of the books on this shelf interest you. Cool. Okay, time to inspect every bookshelf, one by one. It's a bookshelf. Take a book off the shelf. Resonance and Elements, edition... What was that, 14? Chapter 1, Introduction. There are 5 elements that constitute the realm of magic. Fire, water, electric, earth, illusory. Fire, water, electric, earth, illusory. All mana may be charged with one or more of these. Some elements, like water, are often divided further into sub-elements, such as ice. It is said by some that the gods above have gifted the elements to mortals through the artifacts known. The next few pages have been entirely ripped or crossed out. There's handwritten footnote. This is not us. RNG is the one true god. This chapter is apostasy. Ignore it. Okay. You flip past to the next logical section. In spite of popular misconception, there is no universal law on how elements interact with each other. Rather, individuals can attain their own weaknesses or strength with certain elements through a variety of means. This unique set of strengths and weaknesses is known as one's resonance. Resonances are difficult and rare to acquire, and as of yet, no attempts to artificially alter one's resonance have been successful. It is likely that the misconception of universal element interaction stems from confusion over resonance. The chapter ends there. Keep reading? Yeah, what's resonance info? There are several interactions one can have with the elements. These interactions are what ultimately form one's resonance. Neutral. Notation none. Target has no special interaction with this element. Weak. Notation black border. Target receives more damage from this element. So black border means they have more damage from the element. Okay. Fatal. Notation black. Target receives significant damage from the element. So the more black, the more damage. Okay. Resist. Notation stone border. Takes less damage from this element. Notation stone. Target is immune to this element. Notation stone plus gradient. Target is healed by this element. Notation stone plus gloss. Target reflects damage from this element. You can easily remember not you have advantage by remembering the old proverb. If the icon is black, attack. If it's stone, don't. The chapter ends there. Keep reading? No. Okay. It's a bookshelf. You take a book off the shelf. It's a book about rule cards. Read it. 'Tis I, the rules card, Duke of Puzzles. It's a series of artifacts created by the Disciples of Old. The exact process for their creation is a closely guarded secret available only to the High Diecaster. When used, they inform the dice of Aren Geih's will and can modify the initial roll of a battle. For instance, an HP min-max card will make it such that if you roll a 1 for health, the die will update to its maximum value. It was believed at the time that if Aren Geih did not wish for this to occur, he could simply make the die roll a 2, and so on. However, with time, we've come to see that this is apostasy, merely intercepting Aren Geih's natural will. This attempt to impose moral foolishness above his will must be stopped. As such, it is recommended that you turn in any rule cards you find to a die counter, so that they may be secured, never used. There is a second book next to this one that is a response to this one. It argues that rule cards are actually good and perfectly in order with the disciples' beliefs. There is a third book next to this one, which is a response to the second, reaffirming the opinions of the first. There is a fourth book next to that one. You decide to stop checking. Book Natural 20. Okay, take a book off the shelf. The Art of Not Losing. This seems important. This seems really important. Are you an acolyte who just can't seem to get anything right? Your life spiraling out of your control. You're really bad and uninformed on combat techniques and strategy. Every moment feeling like a wasted opportunity where you feel like you could do something more, desperately wanting to get things done but finding yourself unable to actually get up and do it. Feeling like the march of time is ticking ever on and you're merely in its path to be trampled. Well, we can maybe help with one of those. I just hit, oh my god. Chapter 1, Damage Save. It is said that sometimes those who battle with dice are rewarded for their faith. Aren Geih himself will intervene with Divine Intervention. If this happens, incoming damage will be halved. This is known as the Damage Save. Aren Geih is more willing and able to intervene with those with a higher defense stat for reasons still debated to this very day. The chapter ends there. Okay. Chapter 2, Weapon Types. There are multiple types of weapon archetypes that disciples are often to find themselves wielding. Understanding these archetypes is crucial to your success. Bows are ranged weapons that fire an arrow at a target, really. While often requiring some accuracy, their strength lies in their ammo. Depending on what equips you may have, you may fire different arrows with different effects. Making good use of different types of quivers will permit you to accomplish more than you could otherwise. If multiple arrow types are available, fret not. Simply ask Aren Geih and he will tell you which one to use at any given moment. Available. The chapter ends there. Okay. It's a bookshelf. You take a book off the shelf. This isn't even a book. It's some sort of pamphlet. The hierarchy and you. I absolutely want to learn about the hierarchy. Disciples of Aren Geih have a very specific natural hierarchy as dictated by Aren Geih. The highest, of course, is Aren Geih himself, but in terms of us in this mortal plane, the highest among us is the High Diecaster, our leader. I guess that's Zephalostysis. Following them are the 6 die counters, each being appointed the die counter of one of the dice. Dice? Thusly, there are 6. D4, D6, D8, D12, D16, D20. Ah, wait, okay, that's what... Okay, I didn't get that before. That's why all of them have different Latin prefixes with numbers next to their name. Because I caught tetra, I didn't catch the rest of them being... Right, okay, so that's... Each diecaster is one of them. Okay. And if a diecaster is needed for any reason, all die counters roll their respective... Okay. I don't know why that got me. Naturally, the highest roll is appointed the new diecaster. Aren Geih cannot be wrong. Okay, so they randomly pick their leader. That checks out. Below the die counters by a notable margin is the envoy of the dice, so this role is not needed to exist for decades. By definition, the envoy is considered a disciple. Below the envoy, if one exists, is your typical disciple who has passed their trials and is deemed worthy of said type. And finally, newest recruit starters are acolytes. Acolytes are required to wear the robes of the acolyte at all times to show devotion to the cause. Okay. I see. It's a bookshelf. You take a book off the shelf. It's some sort of record book documenting the times of the disciples have helped civilians of the nearby town. Read this book? Sure. Every entry has a little checkbox next to it indicating whether it's been approved as positive PR or whether it should go unmentioned. You flip to a random page. Incident. Neutral phase AR4. A massive storm wrecked the town up north. We sent a large group to help the injured and assist where possible with rebuilding efforts. Of course, checking the dice of every individual person before helping. Civilians were not very happy with us for some reason. Not approved. Or I guess maybe checkmark approved? Unclear. Incident, peace sign BX3, a civilian came to the cathedral to ask for directions. Still just the light. This was not well received. Okay. You struggle to find a single one of these that actually got approved. Okay, so they're all not approved because this is a deranged way to run a cathedral. Ah, yes, another book, natural 20, exactly what I needed. It's a bookshelf, take a book off the shelf. Basic mana theory. Oh boy. Chapter 1, Mana. Magic, formerly known as mana, is unsurprisingly not well understood scientifically. It's a force of nature that has never quite been fully documented or comprehended. It is understood that the flow of mana is ever present and flows everywhere. In some ways, it is thought to connect all things in a way that transcends traditional three-dimensional space. Almost every living creature has some connection to the flow of mana, though the quality or strength of this connection, how in tune one is with mana, varies wildly. For instance, Braish have a relatively low natural connection to the mana flow. Conversely, a being like a Kineko is more attuned to mana. The exact nature of this connection is, as with all things in this field, not completely known, though it clearly has an impact on how effectively one can harness mana for their own desires. That's the end of the chapter. Kineko are very common yet mystifying phenomena. Sometimes magic manifests itself as a consciousness using an object as a host. It is unclear the degree to which these wayward Kineko are truly awake. Awareness varies wildly, from some appearing akin to simple animals to displaying sapience of that of hominids. It is sometimes said in local legend that Kineko enact the will of natural mana, but the legitimacy of these claims is highly questionable. That's the end of the chapter. Sleep Rain. High mana concentration in water often leads to being enchanted, commonly known as Sleep Rain. This name is, as one might imagine, due to its drowsiness-inducing nature and its origin. Sleep rain commonly appears during a typical rainstorm in varying conditions. In bad conditions, merely staying conscious while outside in a particularly concentrated drizzle is nearly impossible. The exact reasons for the occurrence of this phenomenon are still being researched, even today. Nobody knows anything in this game, but methods have been found to artificially recreate this substance. That's the end of the chapter. I put the book back on the shelf. Okay, let's go. You grab a book off the shelf. It's weirdly ominous and latched shut, and filled with weird symbols and runes. This isn't even a legible book. Is it a spell? Who's added your weapons? Cool. I have Magic Missile, I have Shadow Bolt Beta. Okay, so Magic Missile, an archaic spellbook given to you by Cephalostysis, these of the Disciples. The cover is bright cyan with blue lining. The spellbook contains a magic spell that can be cast at enemies. This book contains a Magic Missile, an archaic spell that will do. 2 SP, inflicts 1d4 plus 1 damage, and 1d4 damage, and additional 1 damage. Okay. You found Disciples Library, contains Shadow Bolt Beta, a powerful, hard-hitting spell of unclear origin. 1d4 plus 4 illusory damage costs 4 SP. Interesting. So does more damage on average. Costs 2 more though. So it's like for 2 extra XP you'd get 3 more on average. Well, generally, yeah. Be more on average. It's a bookshelf, take a book off the shelf, you get the feeling this one's actually going to be very boring. Read it anyway? Absolutely. You know who I am. No, but like, seriously, this is a very long and very boring. Are you sure? I absolutely am willing to do this. Did I stutter? Did I stutter? You open the book, A Long and Complete History of the War of Kings by H.S. Torre, up to a random chapter. I want to read the whole thing, man. Chapter 25, The First Battle of Baelor's Point. The war had waged on for about a year at this point, but the specifics are unclear. No one knows anything in this world. The specifics are unclear, but is generally agreed this would have been 998 BV. Due to severe miscalculations, as covered in the previous chapter, the Berserker King's kingdom had lost a key stranglehold. Stranglehold? Okay. Indeed, the Yanolari compound, Yanolari? I'm gonna say Yanolari compound, fell to the weak king's forces, overtaken by the surprising might of the aquatic warlock. That seemed important. This permitted the weak king to invade much further into the Berserker's kingdom than would otherwise be possible. After minor scuffles along the Yanolari, the weak king's forces arrived near Baelor's Point, scarily close to the capital city. If captured, Phalor's fortress would allow for an extremely viable passage to the capital, which could end the war. This threat did not go unnoticed, so the fortress to Phalor's Point was fortified in preparation. The fortress was indeed fortified. That makes sense. The unit of the weak king's forces traveled down the Yunwari, consisting of the following build: the ranger, the aquatic warlock, the mage, the scout, the cleric, and an unknown number of conscripted soldiers. Sent to fortify Phalor Fortress by the Berserker King included the likes of the following: the Trapmaster, the Juggernaut, the Titan, the Witch, the Staller, alongside a number of conscripts. There were many factors for the battle that was to follow. Phalor's Fortress had many advantages. Due to being close to the capital, supply lines were stronger. The Berserker King's forces had a better understanding of the terrain. Those guarding the fortress had time to prepare. And finally, of course, the fortress itself provided significant advantage as a secure defensive position. In contrast, the attacking forces had the slight advantage of already having control of the nearby terrain. Phalor's Point, at least partially, was considered weak king territory, which would help him with providing reinforcements. The resulting battle was fierce. That's the end of the page. You turn the page. To fully understand the following segment, please follow along with the diagram provided. The next page is an incredibly detailed map of the surrounding area. It clearly features a large mountain labeled as Phalor's Point, the nearby Yanawari River, and 2 base camps. It also features, in detail, specific routes, points of interest, and more of the surrounding area. Okay. Most of it seems irrelevant to the point. That's a judgment you could make, I suppose. You continue reading. The battle lasted for some span of time, ranging between 2 to 3 days. I want to know who won this battle. The weak king's forces fortified their position at location A. See map. Okay. The attacking forces pressed onward using the rangers' wide variety of arrows to pick up forces atop the fortress. However, the defensive power of the Titan, the Juggernaut, and the Staller combined made it difficult to approach, regardless. Further, traps set by the Trapmaster complicated things. Indeed, in spite of the blatantly obvious bridge that could serve as a second approach point, it was simply deemed too risky to attempt the cross, as it could easily be trapped. Reinforcements eventually arrived, permitting the attacking forces to get close to the fortress. Ultimately, however, this did not result in victory. The fortress simply had easier access to supplies, while the weak king's forces were running on fumes. I guess there's a reason they call him the weak king. To make matters even worse, the cleric was caught in one of the Trapmaster's traps. This left them out of commission for the rest of the battle. Without supplies or even healing magic to keep them going, the weak king's forces were forced to retreat. This defeat tragically allowed the war to continue onwards. As the attackers fled the Nar compound, the Berserker King's forces pursued, determined not to lose ground again. The chapter goes on about how the battle goes. You decide to stop. Okay. I wonder if literally any of that's relevant to anything, but we'll find out. Okay, so shift is the run button. Okay, so slow, medium, fast. Okay. Nice. I love having control over speed. Bros running through the halls. If you wanted lunch, you should have been faster. Those have to come by later. Okay. I don't think we're doing like an Undertale. Everyone has 2 bits of dialogue, but I'll check later anyway. Okay, this is save point, I think. Fresh from the ovens, blessed by the die-caster, sacred to even Aren Geih himself, come sport the envoy of the dice on their holy list. I feel like that's somewhat sacrilegious or blasphemous, but sure. We've got pamphlets. What's this about? You hear about the whole envoy situation, right? Aren Geih sent some nobody from the town on a suicide mission to the Blue Moss Fields. Oh boy. Crazy, right? But we can use it. People will come over to learn more, and bam, we're right here to give them the juicy info. And that's what will hit them with the best bake sale they've ever seen. Check it. Check out our 6th sale. Any cookies that roll low are discarded, leaving only the best. That's not your style, don't worry, we got more. Check this one out. Premium blessed by the high diecaster herself. I'm assuming they're all exactly the same. One. Yeah, these are all exactly the same. Okay. It appears I have piqued a stranger's interest. What might I be doing, you ask? I don't. I am the archer, practicing archery. I thought you... Okay, observe my perfect form and physique. I can't really see anything under that hood. It takes a trained eye to recognize greatness. Okay. Looking at you, I see a certain... How do you say? I see drive, I see potential. I mean, I agree with him. I see some drive and potential in this fellow's eyes. And so I bestowed my gifts upon you, so you may practice and achieve a similarly perfect form and physique. Okay, but not the good stuff. The good stuff is mine. Here, you may take this bow of sticks. Stick bow, and some sticks to fire it with. So go forth, achieve greatness. Okay, why do you talk like that? It is the dialect of greatness. Perhaps someday you will also acquire his undertone. There's a lot going on with this music. Let's see. I'm surprised I didn't have to roll a die to buy stuff from that guy's shop, but okay. Okay, I think I have to follow the paths. No off the beaten track here. I presume a 12 was good enough to read a sign. It's a sign. The Disciples have over many generations built these walls to protect the grasslands from threats. Unlike other inferior groups, we do not need such things as architects or planning. Aren Geih will show us the way. We may not understand why these walls must be built in this way, but Aren Geih knows. Lord Aren Geih. It's a sign. Grasslands News Network. Notice, a recent storm has wrecked many trees in this grasslands. If you wish to explore further, you might have to push logs out of your way. The botanist. Okay, I think it is... I absolutely have to follow the path, yes. Interesting, okay. I push this here. That gives me enough room. I push this up here. That gives me enough room to go any way I want. So I get my awesome treasure chest. Yay! You fiddled with the lock, your finger slipped. Can I try again? You opened the chest. Inside were some HP pills. You picked up and stashed it with your items. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's try this. Oh, nice. Alright, can I grind? No, I can't. Okay, it's gone. The room has been reset. The room's been reset. Okay, I mean, this seems relatively straightforward. Oh, I can't cross this. Interesting. Okay. I can push this both ways. Okay. I see. I can't go that way. That doesn't seem right. Is he gonna like walk across or no? I think that needs to be there so I can get through. And then I can push this down. But I also need to push this way. And then I can go back and push this way. Ah, but I need to push this again. Wait a minute. So if I push this, and go this way. Wait, then I can't. Uh-oh. Wait. Is there a way out of this? Uh-oh. That's not good. Oops. It's a good thing I saved recently. You know, I sent a screenshot of this into... I'm sending a screenshot of this into the Aren Geih server. Okay, apparently I got soft blocked. I'll reset my game. That's hilarious. That's really good. Okay, I gotta reset my save here. Okay, do I have my bow yet in this save? Let me check. We read all this. And right in front of me, what the hell does it say? It says bake sale. Why did you write it like that? There's a dispute under the accolades under which order of letters is most readable. Unable to reach consensus, we call upon Aren Geih's will. So, as always, he revealed to us the best solution of all that no one had ever thought to consider. It clearly says Ebselkea. To the untrained eye, perhaps, but to those wise enough to understand the true ways of Aren Geih, it unmistakably says bake sale. Sure. I think I already read this. I'm just gonna quickly... I don't know if this is tracked anywhere. Probably check my inventory, get the weapon bow equipped. In order to hit the D20 has to roll at least a 3 or higher. Pivot or launch depends on the currently equipped. Oh, I hadn't equipped Equipper last time, did I? Wait, what does that actually do? Bows fire regular arrows. It doesn't sound that useful at all. Maybe you can craft something worth your time. Increases bow accuracy by 1, and crafted Mary's quivers modify arrow properties. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's get our HP pills. Okay, let's fight you again. I think it gets to attack first this time. That's okay. Wow, that was way worse than last time. Interesting. I guess I must have rolled really well. I think that should be enough to do it. Dandelion was downed. Victory. 40 XP, drop a dandelion flower. What does a dandelion flower do? Wait, I can trash nothing? I can trash nothing? Nice. Okay. It's not a weapon, is it an equip? Oh, interesting. This increases... Drill fruit seeds hit it, it'll sap some energy, returning it to some of your... Just restoring some of your energy. Somehow. When you use drill fruits in battle, you gain extra HP and 1 extra speed. Okay, that seems okay. I don't know what a drill fruit is, but I'll find out. Okay, be careful not to soft lock myself this time. So let's suss this out. I need to get over there, but this log needs to be here. So I need to push you here, and I'll keep you there, and this lets me up in here. Let's get this out of the way so I don't soft lock myself again. That log is over there, and then nothing should be an issue anymore. I just move this all the way over here. Except, I didn't think this through, did I? No, I did. Okay, no, I'm a genius. I'm simply the genius of gaming. That's what they call me. Ah yes, 1 HP. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Ah yes, perfect. 1 HP. Okay. Cool, cool, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna try that again, because I cannot live on 1 HP. I will die. Okay, that's more manageable. So I want to try fighting with my bow again, because the first time I used my bow, it did all the damage at once. I got a critical hit. And then the second time I used it when I had the quiver, it did less. So I'm gonna try this again and see if I can do any good. 2 damage. Okay. I'm gonna try the bow again. Because I think this has higher potential. Did I miss? No, I didn't miss. 2 damage. Perfect. I need more HP. Okay, that'll handle that. Dandelion attacks. Take 1 damage. Actually, I want to inspect this thing. I didn't inspect it. Damned Lion, 2 of 6 HP, 0/0 speed. A Mako born from a cluster of dandelions. It'll attack for 1 damage on its turn always. It'll only have a problem if it has friends. Okay. Damage? Let's try damaging with magic. No, actually, that's not worth it on this. I'll just slash. As long as I do more than 1 damage. Okay, that's enough. Yay! Oh, the hashtag is the, or the pound sign is the, wait, where the heck do I go? Oh, this way. It's a sign. Grasslands Floor Guide. Boomberries are bright red berries. Don't consume them, though, because if they're put under pressure, they explode. On its own, this explosion can be used to destroy some smaller cracked rocks. The Botanist. Okay. Wait, so these are the berries. Okay. So I presume... Yes. I'm so smart. It's a sign. Den of the Mighty Niftistick. If you can't beat it, don't let it catch you. Okay. I presume it's this way. I can put the berries back on the bush. Uh-oh. I got schmoobs. I got schmoobs. Okay. We'll go back for that. Oh. I presume there's more bombs somewhere. Oh wait, no, I don't need a bomb. What am I doing? Oh, I need to get him out of the way. And okay, that was easy. I just need to move this. I don't think that thing's very intelligent. Inside was an old spellbook. Picked it up and stashed it with the weapons. That's the spellbook. This is... Firecast. Oops. Ancient spellbook you found in the grasslands. Its origin is unclear. It has a color, orange color with red lining, has a fire symbol on it. Used properly, it has Firecast, a single fireball projectile is surprisingly intuitive to aim. Good for spinning single target, but not ideal for spamming. 1d4 plus 2. Fire damage may also inflict burn. Okay, that seems pretty good. Out of curiosity, I'm actually gonna save real quick, because I want to see if I can fight that thing, or if it just, like, hurts me. I don't know if I'm strong enough to do this yet, but I'm no coward. I think this thing's probably, like, gonna be immune to fire. Let me inspect it. Need to stick 10 HP, 202 speed, a somewhat Briar-shaped Kaneko made out of burning sticks. They're rather small and light, making them susceptible to being blown around by the wind, but they hold their ground in battle. 2 damage. Oh, this is a tough guy. Okay. We'll do 1 HP and 2 speed. Tastes like communion. Oh, come on! Speaking of communion, did you know that the night Alan's SP was maxed out, a gust of wind lost? Oh wait, my SP. Oh, SP is different from SPD. I'm very smart. Nope, that's what I want. Damage of magic, dark blast, hits hard, plus burn. I have a feeling it's gonna be immune to fire damage. Yeah, it's or not immune, but it's resistant. It doesn't have anything with that, it seems. Stone is resistant, but black is damage. I don't have any water damage, I don't think, unfortunately. Let's try Dark Blast, just for fun. Great. I'm gonna need to heal for this. Let's try Slash. Good roll should kill it, I think. That just kills it, I think. HP min-max, what's that? What? Oh. Oh, it's a rules card. It's a rule card, right. Rules card, Duke of Puzzles. You roll, if you roll thy minimum HP at the start of a battle, you'll get your maximum HP instead. Okay, thank you, rules. So if you roll maximum HP at the start of the battle, you get your maximum HP instead. Okay, that's cool. How do I use this? Wait, that's a one-time use, right? Wait, I forgot how rules cards work already. Oh, I guess I have it equipped. Okay, yeah. Why not? Actually, I won't save because I just beat the, I beat the guy. It took me 2 hits to kill. Alright. Alright. I gotta make sure I don't... Oop. Alright, I don't have to deal with you anymore. Why can I not move? Oh, because I'm asleep. I should have known. No, is she there? I'm simply too good at video games. Come on. Okay, that's fine. We'll fight a guy. We'll throw hands. I have 4 HP. I should have the ability to inspect here. Come on. Please? 10 of 10, 0 of 4. Some kind of entity. Okay, 1 damage, that's okay. Try this. Oop, okay, that's not good. This would be a good time for the, we'll take some HP pills. Throw a shake in can. I gotta use these eventually. Terror Golem is a crime in 15 counties. Is that good enough? Good game of Shakium, took 3 damage. Okay. I think I do need to focus on health here. Perfect. Excellent news. Take 1 damage. Oh, that's perfect. HP. I can fight those guys, I think. I probably should just build up XP. Gotta grind. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna high roll. I'm just gonna high roll. I don't care. I'm just gonna high roll. I can absolutely take this. I'm just gonna high roll. I'm just gonna high roll. There we go. Exactly. Was there ever any doubt? Was there ever any doubt? Let's try Magic Missile just to shake things up. Oh yeah, is there never any doubt? 1 damage. I'm just gonna high roll. I'm just gonna high roll. I'm just gonna high roll. No, it doesn't matter. Nope. I can just fight. I can just fight him and win because he has 1 HP. No matter what I do here. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. What do I need? I can't do HP yet. Experience. I should probably get experience faster. That seems like a good call. Alright, take. I'm not like this other Terror Golems who attack mindlessly. I study the arts. That way I attack you mindfully. Well, I want your XP. I want your EXP, my friend. My enemy? My foe? I presume... It's a little strange to me that, like, how the paths out are indicated, but I'll probably get used to it. Okie dokie. It's a sign. Grasslands News Network. Terror Golems dig large trenches for shade at this time of year. Please watch out for these pits in the area. You absolutely must cross one of the pits. Try pushing a conveniently similarly shaped log into it to fill the gap. Okay. Do not attempt to set foot in the dens directly, as they often may contain sharp or otherwise dangerous objects. Jumping across is equally ill-advised. The botanist. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, there's nowhere to go up here. Well, I guess there could be a secret, right? What if there's a secret path up here? There's not a secret path up here. That's okay. Take our bomb berries. We'll blow this up. Push you out of the way. And we'll push you completely out of the puzzle. I've already screwed this up, haven't I? Yeah, I've screwed this up massively. Okay. Nowhere to go up there. Worth checking. Hello. It's me again. I told you I would attack you with the power of the mind. I built an incredible maze that you'll never cross. Trouble? But look, you must be so surprised at my cunning. What's wrong, messenger boy? Lost? Frightened? Confused? Bewildered? Good! You should have stayed at school. Okay. I'm good at voice acting. That was definitely voice acting. Oh, what? Huh? What? Okay. Oh, can't go that way. There's nothing stopping me. This maze is possible, right? What is possible? How kind. Oh, nice. I shall not be bested next time. Until then, bye. Okay. Well, this is complicated. Well, in order to get that in there, I need to break all three of these, so... Well... Interesting. Well, we have to break this one, because we can't get anywhere otherwise. Nope, nope, that was not what you do. I know what to do. Break this one. Move this up one. Take this. Break this one. Move this back down. Well, we can move the bottom. Wait. What? Is that not what you do? Because there's still a rock here, so... we can't do anything with that. Because we need to move that out of the way so we can go... I see. So, bottom, then top. Move this down. Move this down, and come down this way, this out of the way, take this, go back this way, move you, there we go. I'm so smart. Inside was a can of shaken. Picked up and you stuck with your items. Okay. wish there was more, just a little more like sound feedback when that kind of stuff happened. Unless maybe there is. I don't have my volume up loud enough or something. But something like when you roll the dice, make a dice clatter or something. I feel like that would just give it a little more like tactile feedback. But I don't know. The area up ahead is under the domain of the Amber Core. Oh wait, I know where I am. I know where I am. Oh boy, step no further lest you invoke our rage. Well, I don't have any other options, so I feel like I must have to face the rage here. Hey. What on earth? Stop right there. No. Please don't tell me we are actually doing this. You are trespassing on official Amber Corp's territory. Amber Corps. You shall now feel our wrath. God damn it. Excuse me? Our name's Wayward. We've been assigned the job of destroying you. Oh my god, please shut up. No, this is our chance to finally become a respected member of the Royal God Amber Corps. There's no Amber Corps. He is just saying that to manipulate us. I do not know why you believe him. You just don't trust people. We're going to destroy you and become the Major General. Major General of what? Again, there is no Amber Corps. There is zero reason for us to be doing this. Can we just leave? No, we have to amount to something in life. We did not spontaneously exist just to accomplish nothing. If we join the Amber Corps, we can attain the high honor. What does that even mean? Well, I don't know, but it sounds prestigious. Can I leave? No, you will stay here and die by our hand. Are we really doing this? Yes, it'll be glorious. We shall bathe in the blood of our enemy. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna need help here. Mind. Spain without the A. Okay, inspect the enemy. Wayward, 24 HP, 4 speed. A Hanover 422 at Sunny Post. He has been hired by the Amber Corps to protect his territory. Do not let his madness confuse you. If you can't see straight, take a breather and focus. That should be fine. What does Sign Spin do? Well, I don't really know what that did, but I think that's good. Okay, this seems like a good use of my SP. Successfully ignore the mechanical implications of an action state focus in the middle of hand. 1 damage. Okay, let's cast another fire. I think since he's weak to fire, this is a good use of my SP. Nine damage. Ooh. Nope, that's not a lot. Great. Perfect. Uh, sure, let's roll the dice. This definitely won't instantly kill me. Okay, that's not good. Do you have any more HP pills? I do not. Just don't roll a 1, please. There we go. Okay, that should buy me enough time to finish him off. Vacuum can. Perfect. $192 XP. Okay. We have been defeated. We have been brought naught but shame to our people. We do not have a people. What are you talking about? We will never achieve the high honor now. I still don't know what that means. We will never recover from this loss. This has been a horrible day for the Emperor Corps. Damn. Heed my words, foolish disciple. Your quest for... What are you sent on? How do you know I was on a quest? Or how do you know I was a disciple? You wield the prismatic die. You must be someone on some important journey. I was sent to the Blue Moss Field to go stop some old guy there or something. This guy is important. We have failed miserably. This literally does not matter. Whatever. You just can't see the bigger picture. You may have defeated us. Can we leave now? But there's one thing you didn't account for, disciple. We are the sign of this region, and now that you've beaten us, you won't know where to go. You will never know that going north will only lead you to the silly man's lair. You will just waste your time trying to find the rest of the island. You absolute fool. You just told me. God damn it. Now what? We must flee. We must flee before the disciple attacks further. Okay. I don't even have words. Okay. Oh boy. So the silly man's lair is north, and something else is south that I didn't catch. Well, I'm a silly man. This seems normal. I'm going to go inside. It's locked, isn't it? You stand there silently, taking in the grandiose and majestic artistry of this abode. Looking through the glass, you see a plethora of well-kept plants, a bookshelf, and a simple computer. There's also a sink and a strange machine you can't pinpoint. It seems whoever lives here isn't home right now. Okay. I rolled a 19. I don't think there's anything I can really do to get in there. There sure is something here. Great. It's a sign. Grasslands Flora Guide. Drill fruits are yellow, cone-shaped fruits. Their seeds are rich in nutrients and tend to react to other plant life. Furthermore, drill fruits will scatter their seeds when they're hit hard, so if you throw one with a Z after grabbing it, the seeds will fly everywhere near it lands. The botanist. Okay. I think I just used my drill fruit. Drill fruits have multiple interesting interactions, especially with plant life. For instance, drill fruit seeds can combine with boomberries. They explode notably more force than natural reaction. This evolutionary trait is still mostly inexplicable. No one knows anything in this world! But it allows for some stronger or distance explosions. The botanist. Oh, I see. Interesting. Oh my god. I need to just like have a buffer to like not feel like I'm gonna die instead. Oh my. Okay, hang on. Statistically. Okay, there we go. HP. Arbitrary large blades of grass giving life. Okay. Well, theoretically, it gets weak to... Wait, no, it's immune to fire, because it's made of water, I think. As stone. Interesting. I'll hit it with a dark blast. Why not? I have so much SP. That should do it. Grassland's Floor Guide. Drill fruits, while reacting to heavy blows, are also rather delicate. Their seeds will scatter not only when they hit hard, but also when shaken thoroughly. Handle with care. The Botanist. Wait, I want to read that again. Interesting. Oops. Oh, you can just throw these. Interesting. Pay attention that some fools keep breaking the fair law of the land. As a result, I'm establishing a curfew to help keep the order. You are not allowed to decide past midnight punishable by law, but do. Oh, can you not carry them across the... I see. Interesting. Okay, so I did the right thing without even realizing what I was doing. Alright. It's a sign. News ordinance. To help maintain order, all business storefronts must be approved and registered. There is a mere 400 monetary fee for storefront registry. Failure to be approved and registered will incur a fine of up to 400. The Duke. The Duke lost his spade signature for some reason. Interesting. Yo. Who the envoy? Yeah. Name's Rox. Alan. Let me sell you stuff. Okay. Cards. What are these card things? Rule cards. Apparently the Disciples of ancient times had them, but a lot of people are calling them blasphemy now. The dice will listen. They'll let you manipulate your rolls based on certain conditions. Pretty neat. Kind of ways they don't allow anymore, but I do. Don't worry about it. The chances of you meeting another disciple out here are negligible. What is this water damage? That seems pretty good, actually. 1d6 water damage plus 1 water damage to all enemies. $2 instead. Interesting. What are they like? I wouldn't know. Or I guess you wouldn't know. They're insane, a lot of them. Not too bad. Kind of nice to kill them. Okay. Apparently some sort of sacred duty. Supplier of the envoy of the dice. A little convoluted. I suppose everything about this is. Anyway, yeah, Zev sent me from here. Sorry, Cephalostasis. Said to give you some stuff, but on the conditional dice roll as per the Aren Geih way. But that's stupid, so I'm selling it instead. There is some other stuff for you, but Samira took it and we'll give it back. Ambercorn's territory or something. Double the Boomberry, double Blastberries, double South Asian. Orange tint is functionally an active to Blueberry. One seems to be linked to a strange plant, which is a Blastberry catalyst, which when triggered will spontaneously regrow the Blastberries. Unfortunately, contact alone is not enough to trigger the Blastberry catalysts. Real seems to do the job. Okay. Text is written by hand and neat but homely font. Is this the thing they were talking about? Oh, that didn't do anything. Oh wait, no, I did do that. I see. It's me again. I have improved my designs beyond your mortal comprehension. Tread lightly, Philip. This is the greatest challenge we'll ever face. Okay. What? Okay. This is quite challenging, I will admit. I've never been so challenged by a puzzle. What? Okay, fine. I see. Oh. Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. I wouldn't break the rules. What? Fair enough. Okay. I guess it didn't. Okay, that's fine. I'm not mad about that at all. I will continue to exist in my own mental scape. Grassland Flora Guide. Often in nature, species will learn to survive by imitating another. This particular species of plant learned to become immortal by imitating something that can never die, a rock. Explore keep their large, tough leaves curled up in the shape of a boulder to protect their roots from damage. Leaves have become so tough that even those rudimentary tools, let alone bare hands, cannot move them. A little help from boomberries will do the job. Interestingly, these plants often attach themselves to blastberry catalysts. As long as you wait when the blastberry catalyst is triggered, their leaves will regrow. One would easily suspect this is a defense mechanism from the very detonations. Given this, while I cannot condone the harming of any plant life, you need not worry about blasting one or two open if need be. It's a sign. Here's ordinances. It's going to unfortunately raise attention that some other people in this region believe they can put up signs as they see fit. Henceforth, all signs in this region must be accompanied by the official seal of the Duke. This so the people know which signs can be trusted. Infractions will be fined. Which signs can be trusted, infractions will be fined. The Duke. Texts and printers in Ollie prestigious font. It's a sign. Spade, the botanist. Okay, well, we're just gonna fight you because I need XP. I see what you've done. What? Shimmer. It's still young and knows not the pain of the world. Okay. Grassland's Flora Guide. The growth of moss rock is truly something to marvel at. Testing has shown that even if something heavy, such as a log, is from the way of the plant will simply push it off to regrow. Fascinatingly, the direction in which a log rolls when shoved in a manner seems dependent on the last direction it was rolled in. Unless, of course, there's something else in the way. Though this consistent behavior may simply be due to my own testing methods, more research is needed. A crafty explorer could attempt to use this to push a log from a distance, though I cannot be certain why you would do this. Okay. Interesting. I guess it would roll the... Yeah, okay, I see. Okay, where are we? Okay. Where am I trying to go? Over here? What's this puzzle? Well, I guess I could just take this, right? And then I could... Ah, I see. I see the issue. Okay. Was that the puzzle? I think I solved it. Oh, this must be the botanist. Working on the sign, looks like you don't have a shape. Thumbs around here, check. I didn't think myself. Seth, the botanist Gales. And most people call me the botanist. Nice meeting you, sir, the botanist. Nice meeting you, the botanist. All this way, you've probably already noticed some of my signs. I run the Grasslands News Network and Grasslands Floor Guide here in the Grasslands. How are you doing with your voice? And tend to plant life and wildlife around here. Now, who are you? I don't believe I've seen you in these parts. My name is Pace Sign LA7, most call me Alan. Pleasure, Alan. Pleasure, Alan. What brings you anyway? Good question. Do you know the Disciples? That already tells me all I need to know. Though you seem a reasonable individual, more so than any of them. I highly doubt you're wrong. I guess I only use one option. So, what be thine quest, O arbitrarily chosen of Aren Geih? Apparently they needed someone to head to the Blue Moss Fields on the other side of the island, so I'm headed south to some port town in the desert and take a boat there. To be honest, checking out the fields is not the worst idea, unlike most of their ideas. I've made to go there myself and rather occupied tending matters here at the grasslands, can't have a moment of peace around here with that. And not to mention the foresties here. I have signs to maintain there as well, even though I'm not the only variety who's been there this past decade. Okay. You're in the south, let me turn around to the bubble. On my way to check on the signs there, but some odd little Kaneko just a little bit west here won't pass. That one about it being protected by the Ampercorn's territory or something like that. Village passed, but he had some powerful lightning magic. I was looking up to us the spare star cures to deal with paralysis. Since you probably haven't been south before, I doubt that yours fortunate. Not right now, but I have some stocked of my greenhouse up north. Well, the main path here is just north of the intersection. Directional sign leads right to it. Stop by and have it give you my supply, what I suggest you do, and by lend, would you get a chance to exchange for? That seems to be turned around here. First one's free, it's going to do stuff more though. Likewise, if you're willing, you may be able to assist me with something. A little bit of reason across the island, whatever stuff I was planned out for you. I won't bore you with the details now, so come see me if you're interested. Or you just want to start yours, for now for a while. Okay, that just reminded me I haven't equipped anything I bought, which is fine. Vine Whip, probably with some sort of magic missile. Do I have to backtrack quite a bit to do that? I imagine I do. Okay, I'm gonna backtrack up to... Oh, I never read the sign. It's a sign. The Grassland News Network may be concerned. There's a strange, mysterious man leaving misinformation floating around the grassland, and it is unknown to be the Duke, but literally no one knows who he is and doesn't own the actual territory. It is signed to mark by a signature at the bottom, and with the header, a Grasslands News Ordinance. Frankly, that doesn't even make any sense syntactically. Seriously, how can something be a news ordinance? Did he think through this at all? In any case, be wary of this mysterious and unknown figure, and do not listen to or trust his signs. As a matter of fact, do not read them at all, they have nothing of value to say. Botanist. Okay, that seems normal. I forgot I can run. That would probably make this a lot faster to backtrack. Oh wait, I can grind this? Nice. I should probably not die instantly. No, I can get more items, I'll just... I need to get my speed up. I really need all this weaponry against this thing. Nice. Well, just a rather informal introduction for this meeting. My name is, yeah, you told me. Wildlife researcher from the island. I manage various information signs around the grasslands through mostly a hobby. Main preoccupation is now studying the unique diverse ecosystems. However, due to some ongoing studies of mine, it has proven difficult to find the time for a full-on survey of the island, and by extension documentation of recent developments in the overall environment. Temsyod, Alan, as you are currently headed towards Blue Moss Fields, I would greatly appreciate it if you would take this catalog with you. You can use it to document any of the local wildlife you encounter. You obtain the device. B Island Database of Ecosystems and Lifeforms, VIDEL for short. We're about mixing, making media data you collect scientific. Simply document whatever findings and observations you deem noteworthy. For enemies metal, I imagine you'll take a good look at them for to have anything with the same. Inspect, yep. For each entry you make, I'll fill it out with my own different data and their notes. Take this device on your journey and make a log whatever you come across. Access Vitals day-to-day just for database from my computer here at home and complete your entries. I look forward to your findings. Okay. Can't start here. Oh my lord, there's a lot of entries here. My interest is open for citizens. You can find interested people. You can always try talking around the Disciples Cathedral to the west. Sure, I'm talking about. You mentioned a forest earlier. It's Sleep Rain Forest. To the east of here, as a matter of fact, narrow trail I typically used to get there can be dangerous from experience. Farmers safely approach from the south, that is the dunes. Not that anyone approaches it. There are many interesting peculiarities to investigate there. The floor remains almost perfectly pristine and untouched, and feeding on the condensed manner of the sleep rain, they contain many properties. Fascinating for my research. It's largely for that reason to maintain sense there. How are you doing that? Stop that. I will look for some more interesting and relevant research notes as well as info source. Shouldn't concern your quest. If you'd like a tour, I'd be happy to be your guide. It's quite a beautiful place. Okay. The Duke. Seeing other signs, let's deal with the Duke. This is why no one moves the grasslands, and that never really region is really happy. He happens to be the democratically elected leader of the southern grasslands, and that no one voted for him, and no one lives there, and thus everyone who lives there voted for him. So he gets to enforce whatever rules he wants, and no one does anything about it. As it happens, I perform much of my fieldwork in this territory, lucky me. Anyway, since you're headed that way, you're likely to cross paths. He's probably gonna work with you. Demonstrate his mad strategical prowess. Is that bad? Not really. You should be fine, probably. Okay. Process most cancer extracts. Research, but you're free to. Where did you get it? I bought it on the mainland. Times in place. I think science is uninhabitable. I wouldn't bother correcting them. It's hard to find places like this nowadays are most untouched. Blueberries can fight enemies. Trail fruits can catalyze certain plant-based foes for interesting effects. You could actually use both of those at once, much higher damage. Catalyst effect, star ripes can be made into a decent salad. Blood moonvine fruit salad with taste. Sap parts can be used to make you create a brew that'll make you swifter. You're free to use that machine over there on the counter to process any of the food extract. I mostly use it for research, but I'm sure you'll be able to find some practical applications. Zap heart extract for arrows or something. Okay, interesting. D8 plus 2. Interesting. That's valid. I see. Oh, you scroll. I see. Particular varieties often said to have useful applications in medicine. Interesting. Very interesting. Dandelions not commonly grown in southern grasslands, are common up north. Okay. Terragolem. Okay, I'm just gonna read this for a second. Oops. Who named this thing? Okay. Okay. Wait. I guess I can come back later. Interesting. Yeah, come back. I didn't buy any weapons. I don't need money. I'll just go back later. It's fine. Maybe the one that won't fight. Okay, back up to where we were before. Interesting. Great. Perfect. Oops. That could be bad. I'm losing to dandelions. Just don't roll a 1, please. That'll do. Perfect. Okay. Okay. I see. Oh boy. Ugh. 19, okay, it's a sign. Maybe the Emperor Corps, intruders will be attacked. Okay. I imagine we're getting attacked again here. Interesting. Okay. You ain't taking me seriously. You'll regret that. I was wondering if we could get a sign. Oh. You've just been totally punctuated. Who are you? Use a funny one. I'm Ampersand, the leader of the Emperor Mafia and the Emperor Corps. Now listen here, you see that use that little disciple, aren't you? Oh wow, how would you possibly know? I've got connections, and well, those dice, quite special, aren't they? Now listen here, friend, if you wouldn't want to get on my bad side now, would you? So what do you say you hand him over? We call it a day. They're not for sale. You're killing me here. I'm not asking to buy, and I've got muscle. I see. Oh yeah, I should have gotten the thing from the guy, because that would probably be the better weapon for this, but it's okay. What if I just don't give them to you? You messed with me, did I? You think you can show up into my territory and then refuse my generous hospitality? You messed with the Emperor's side, friend, and you're gonna get shocked. I see. I probably should have gotten the weapon that's good against this guy, but there's not much I can do about that now. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to inspect. Oh, it's fine. The sign's probably weak to fire, right? A boulder manifested as a Kamiko. Makes loud, sudden movements. Stay on guard. He has a minor allergy to drill fruit seeds. Relies heavily on ampersand for direction and clarity. You get frustrated quickly, fails to realize he should be getting paid for this, thus he's good friends with ampersand. Nico generated from a regular sign. He thinks rather highly of himself, strives to be some mobster mafia boss type. He claims to be in charge of the Emperor Corps and relies on allies to intimidate foes. Always prone to panic. Take boulder point out first, should be smooth sailing. think I should be able to survive this if I just hit him. That should do it. Nice. 2d4 minus 1. Excuse me. Over equip that grants a defend mind action to reduce incoming damage, help guard heart from status ailments. -4 minus 1, that's like 5 on average, I want to say. That's pretty good. But you already won, you hear me? Can I pass now? You might have won this time, but against the Amber Corps. But you're no match for DeBoss. I thought you were DeBoss. Now you see, being a mafioso is fun, but I don't pay the rent. That's what the boss is for. Hired us to survey the land, keep people like you out. Old point. Well, he's always distracted. We gotta flee the scene of the crime. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Who on earth would even hire them? Okay. Let's see. More equips. You swim in the air freely. Due to mysterious appearance and other defiance of physics, it confuses the victim engaged. Long line snagged on the fragment of Terragolem shell. You're able to tighten it a bit. Now it's a viable weapon. This whip will inflict more damage if your speed is higher. Inflicts most damage equal to the base to logarithm of your speed. Ancient spellbook of unclear origin, came to the Disciples Library, Archives, or something. It has a light blue color with symbol of snowflake on the cover. It's quite lucky this book was here, otherwise you wouldn't know how to cast a spell. If used properly, cast Ice Cast, a large snowflake-like projectile that shatters and impacts all enemies. 1d6 water damage, +1 water damage to all enemies. Oh, I must have used that already. Okay. Extends Flora Guide. Moonvines are a rather perilous plant that has evolved to launch venom at nearby fauna in self-defense. While not lethal, this venom infects most life forms through a mere contact. It is absorbed rapidly by most epidermal cells. Fortunately, though, while their aim is surprisingly accurate at horizontal level, they have a tendency to aim much too high. Suggests an evolutionary need to protect itself from much larger beings. Moonvine venom seems to serve a more predatory purpose. Moonvines are typically growing around star ripes. Their venom is very effective withering star-shaped fruits. Star ripes are full of nutrients and might benefit from once biodegradated into the soil. Moonvine is useful at removing star ripes from many places. Nice. So you may know the drill fruit seeds interact with plant life in interesting ways. Certain plant-based mechas, like many tropical plants, have their own interesting quirks and can be catalyzed as well. Terraphyllums have been known to immediately retreat into their shells when catalyzed. Some locals have found a liking to this and carry drill fruits as protection against the rascals of the grasslands. The Botanist. That's unfortunate. Alright. Good thing I saved, like, not too big in front of that. Nice. Kind of interesting. Can I reset this room, maybe? Wait, can I farm infinite stars from this? Interesting. Oh, I can't even go that way anyway. What am I doing? What is the puzzle here? Oh, do I have to get it to hit the other plant, maybe? Nope, that's not the puzzle. There we go. Okay. Cool. Great. Sign, grassland ordinance. There's absolutely no purple flowers in this area. They are absurdly tedious to get rid of. We have worked out very hard to remove them from the premises so that the land is clear for the upcoming projects. The Duke. Okay. It's come to my attention that there's strange birds in the area, highly disruptive and bothersome. Ordering that all star reapers and all their birds avoid season noise activities. Any loud noises after the 10th post-meridian hour will result in a fine. What is happening? Okay. They call me the champion of gaming. Great. Alright. Okay, this is... There we go.